Yes, welcome to today's F1 Live. It is, of course, the Belgian Grand Prix 2026 edition at Spa. Oh, are we excited? Looks like there might be some weather. I don't know, actually. That might be wishful thinking if you like a wet race. But yeah, the excitement's building. Just half an hour till lights out. We saw a lot of action in qualifying yesterday, didn't we? It was fun. The watch along was super busy. Thank you to everyone who joined us. How are you all doing today? I'm going to select the chat. Who have we got in today? Gemma, Queen of the Chat, F39B, Legend, Harry Brown's in the house, the Game Cat. Ariana's in as well. S. Roberts in the house. Christopher Music's in the house. Brilliant. Who else we got? Gosh, you lot have been chatting for a while. Amelia's in the house. Brian Nash is in the house. Wagwan, Brian. Good to see you in there, brother. Game Cat's in. God, loads it. Ron White's in the house. Sultan Bra's in the house. Addison F1 Esports team in the house. From Tulsa, Oklahoma, USA. Addison F1 Esports team. You're definitely in for our F1 Grandstand Esports F1 team. I've had an idea. We've all got like sim setups. We should go on the F1 2025 with the DLC 26 download and we should do some racing. Yeah, Rexy Ryan, let's go. It's race day. Mancheer's in the house as well. I see you. Absolutely. Rod F1 fans in the house. Burbis is in the house. Yes, love it. I'm glad you're all in. So, interesting day, isn't it? Let me show you what the grid's looking like. And by the way, as you can see from the graphic, if you are brand new, this is the right time to subscribe to the channel. Come and get involved in our F1 Belgian Grand Prix watch along. It's going to be an exciting day. But I've done the thinking. Look, check this out. Look at this for a graphic. This is our starting grid for today. And we factored in the grid place penalties. Starting at the back, P22, we got Alonso, back of the grid, penalty. Hadjar, back of the grid, penalty. Stroll, P20, 10th place, penalty. Perez, P19, Bottas, P18, Ocon, P17, Albon, 16, Behrman, 15, Sainz, 14, Norris, 13. Hulkenberg, P12, Colapinto, P11, Gasly, P10, Lawson, P9, Bortoletto, P8. Great performance from Bortoletto actually in qualifying. We must mention him. Making it through to Q3 in the Audi. Be pretty happy about that. Lindblad up to P7 thanks to Norris's 10th place grid penalty. What a qualifying performance he had yesterday. He's absolutely outstanding. Yes, he's got a couple more upgrades on his car than Liam Lawson. But just brilliant. Drove the pants off that Racing Bulls yesterday. Brilliant. Piastri, P6. Couldn't quite find the pace that Norris could find in the McLaren yesterday. Hamilton, P5. Leclerc, P4. There was 0.003 of a second between Hamilton and Leclerc. Hamilton put his car on the wall in practice 3. They then had to rebuild his car. Ferrari had to rebuild his car within just 2.5 hours and he got out in qualifying. Hamilton did say the car felt awesome in free practice. Unfortunately, after the rebuild, not quite the same. That happens though. We did think that could have been the case, but he said he extracted the maximum from it. And he was obviously very close to Leclerc. Then Russell, P3. He's had a stroke of luck, hasn't he? Lando Norris, who was the third fastest with his grid penalty, means that Russell moves up to P3. I mean, he is struggling this weekend, isn't he, George Russell? He's half a second slower than Kimi Antonelli. Is there a reason for it? Is it the way he's driving the car? Is it driving style? Is it certain part of the track? We don't know. We don't know what it is. Russell says he's losing top end pace, top speed. He thinks there's something with the car. He complained about it at Silverstone. They haven't found anything wrong with it yet. They are looking into it. They said to him, Toto Wolff immediately after the race at Silverstone said, listen, George, nothing wrong with your car. It's you. Then he backtracks and says, we're looking into it. And then after looking into it, he says, no, there was nothing wrong with the car, George. It's you. And now the team has said, now we're looking into it again. Is George right? I don't know. I honestly don't know. And then we've got Verstappen. The surprise package of the weekend for me. I didn't think the Red Bull was going to be this competitive. They removed the Death Wing, or their version of Macarena Wing. Max Verstappen's been quick. Isaac Hadjar did help him in qualifying by giving him a toe up the hill. Max Verstappen said his true pace would have been about P6, P5, P6. If he didn't get that toe from Hadjar. But there he is, front row of the grid. He can still do something from there. P2, Max Verstappen. And P1, Kimi Antonelli. Unbelievable pace he's shown in that car. Absolutely unbelievable. Half a second quicker than his teammate. Great result. So Kimi Antonelli is starting from pole position. Yes, Flat Dino, let's freaking go. Super chats come in from Christopher Music. Excited for the race. I want to say thank you for another great weekend of sharing our love of F1 with the world's best community. Yes, Christopher. Big fat heart on that one. Thank you so much. Completely agree. This is the best F1 community. And they proved it this weekend. It's been so much fun. Every watch along been full and busy and exciting. Everyone getting involved. Loads of new subscribers as well that have jumped in and joined the community. Absolutely blooming brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And by the way, super chats are there for you if you want to get them. You can make the show your show. You can send in a super chat, guaranteed to be read out live on air. You can ask a question. You can share your view. You can back your team. Just get involved live. It does support the channel, but that's, listen, the main reason to do it for you is that I can't read every single chat in the chat messages, as you can imagine. It goes through pretty quick. So if you want something guaranteed to be read out live on air, got a burning point, and you want to get involved, that's what the super chats are there for you if you want to use them. So yeah. Good starting grid. And speaking of that, all the guys are out on... Martin Brundle's doing his grid walk. I love Martin Brundle's grid walk. Absolutely brilliant. He gets pied a lot. But I absolutely love Martin Brundle's grid walk. It makes me laugh. One of the funniest ones is a singer called Lewis Capaldi. And Martin Brundle goes up to somebody and goes, "Oh, Lewis, so great to have you on the grid." And it was Lewis Capaldi's brother who was wearing a cap. And Martin Brundle got it wrong. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So let me take you on the screen. I'll tell you what we've got for you today with regards to data. So below me, you got the track. You will see all the cars in live. You'll see all the cars on track live as they are on the real Spa circuit. We've got all the data you could possibly want. We've got obviously all the drivers. The difference, what the difference column means is if the driver's moved up positions or down positions from its starting position, you'll see the difference. How many positions they've moved up or down. Tyres that they're on, the age of the tyres, their last lap, their best lap, the gap between first and your chosen driver, the interval between each individual driver, sectors 1, 2, and 3. Each sector is color-coded. What that means is when your driver prints a sector one time or 2 or 3, if it's yellow, it means 0 improvement for the driver. If it's green, it means it's that driver's personal best. And if it's purple, it means fastest of all, baby. Those are your sectors. And then the amount of laps each car has completed. That's all the data you could possibly want. Plus, we're playing another game today. What's that game? Predict it live. Fastest lap to 3 decimal places. I love this game. We've had one member of our community, and he's in the chat right now. I've seen him. The Game Cat, who's got this right. We've only ever had one person do it. Predicted the fastest lap of the race or the session to 3 decimal places and got it spot on. Perfect. We've had one winner, and that's the Game Cat. He is the fastest lap predictor king right now. Can he do it again today? That's the question. Can you do it today? I hope you can. I hope it is you. And then we play a little game called Next in the Wall. The last victim of the wall was Lewis Hamilton. He put his car in the wall, didn't he? In practice 3. Who's the next driver to... It doesn't have to be in the wall, just to be clear of the rules. They could beach the car, break the car. But who's next to basically damage their car? Either in the wall, on the beach, break their car. Next in the wall. Get your predictions in. And we will be monitoring those. Yes, Robert. I wish I could put Tony's voice on TV while watching. Everybody send a strongly worded email to your F1 provider, whether it's Sky Sports, ESPN, Apple. Tell them what we could do. I could dual stream. I could commentate for them, and we could commentate, and we can have our own F1 Grandstand watch along at the same time. I'm here for it. They're welcome. Let's discuss it. Let's have an F1 Grandstand takeover of Apple TV. I'm definitely here for it. Game Cat says, I wish I had Tony's teeth. Thank you. That's very... They're all mine as well. They're not veneers. These are actually my teeth. The ones I was born with. I did have to wear braces as a kid though. You know those metal braces that you stick on your teeth? Yeah, brutal. From like 14 to 16 years old. Those metal braces on my teeth. And but that one is still a bit crooked. It still crosses over, but yeah. But thank you very much. The Game Cat, yes, I can do it, but you're not going to like it. A 1:48.036. Okay, so the fastest lap of all time is held by... I can bring up... Here we go. Some key facts before we start. Here we go. Let me bring up the... Oh. What's going on here? Hang on. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Let me bring up some key facts for you. A little bit of some interesting facts for Spa. 7-kilometre track, 44 laps, 19 corners, 5 active aero zones, 15% gradient going up to Radion, 315 kilometres per hour through Blanchimont. 1 minute 44.701 is the race lap record held by Sergio Perez in 2024. 6 wins is the most ever wins here by Michael Schumacher. Then we've got 5 wins by Lewis Hamilton with 6 pole positions. 14 Spa wins for Ferrari. Yeah, active aero is going to play a big part today. Weather, are we going to get some rain? And look, there's clouds in the sky on the coverage I'm looking at. We could see some rain today. Do smash a like on the stream if you haven't done so already. We want to try and get to 100 likes before the race starts. Can we do it? We've got rookie numbers right now on these likes. 27 likes? What? Put a big thumbs up. Like little push that finger on that thumbs up. Let's get these likes up, ladies and gentlemen. We need to get to 100 likes ASAP. What else we got for you? Setup's key. Low drag. You're compromising downforce on this circuit for a low drag setup to try and get that top speed up through those active aero zones. The first ever Grand Prix winner here was Fangio, 1950, in the inaugural Formula One season. 1992, this is where Michael Schumacher won his first ever Grand Prix. And in 2021, we had the shortest classified Grand Prix race in history due to the weather. So there you go. We don't just bring you the data, we bring you key facts as well, don't we? S. Roberts in with a super chat. Thank you, S. Roberts. Ocon in the wall. I'm going to do my predictions now, actually, before we start. I'm going to put my predictions in. Thank you, S. Roberts. Very, very kind. So, predictions time. Yes, Brian. I love Brian. He brings the vibe, Brian. He's bringing the vibe. Ferrari exhaust diffuser is back, Russ Palmer says. Really? And they're running the flap again. The FTM's back. I didn't know. I thought, wow. I did not know that. So there must be, maybe because of Hamilton's putting it in the wall situation, right? Maybe they thought, you know what, we could do with a little bit of extra downforce going into Eau Rouge. Right, my prediction. So I'm too ambitious with these race predictions. So we're in the 145s, we're 144s in qualifying. I think we're going to be in. I think it's going to be. I think we're going to be in the 148s. In race trim, I'm going to go 148. Low 148s. 2. 1. That's it. And my next in the wall, no one's going to like my next in the wall prediction. Not one of you is going to like my next. So this is what we're doing if you just joined us. This is what I'm doing right now, and I'm just putting them in. It's Predict It Live. It's next in the wall prediction, who's putting the car on the wall, and fastest lap to 3 decimal places. I've got mine now. I'm logging it in the chat. I'm logging it. You do the same. Log it in the chat now. So, fastest lap. Three decimal places, people. Sorry, it's taking me ages. That's what I'm going with. And ITW, which means in the wall, I'm going with This is not going to be a popular opinion. This is not going to be a popular opinion. Yes, int 28, I see you. My next in the wall prediction is... Oh. Okay. It's not a popular one, this. No one's going to like my next in the wall prediction, but this is what I feel. Fastest lap prediction, a 1:48.219. In the wall, I think it's going to be Leclerc. I think Hamilton did it yesterday. I think Leclerc's going to be pushing hard. And, oh, really? Just Hal's gone. Same driver in the wall. Did you go with Leclerc in the wall? I don't think it's a popular opinion. I know. Well, those are my predictions. If you're watching for the first time, that's what we're doing. Get them in before the race starts. Fastest lap of the race to 3 decimal places. Game Cat is the current champion. He got it right. He's predicted it. He's the only one to do it to 3 decimal places. Can you get... can you do it? I'm telling you, it's blooming hard to predict the fastest lap to 3 decimal places. It's very, very hard. And next in the wall, I've got Leclerc in the wall. Those are my predictions. Get yours in. Christopher's going next in the wall, George. A 1:44. Oh, we're not... They were quali times. I've made that mistake before. Rod F1 fan, Woody in the wall, 1:45.186. Thad, 1:48.685. Wall Lawson. Muncher saying Max will win. Just how mine's realistic AF. I think it is. Timmy in the wall, fastest lap, 1:47.901 for Harry Brown. For me, Scott, a 1:48.140. Hulkenberg in the wall. Oncam Laosub says, could Leclerc end up in the wall? That's my prediction. He's my next in the wall prediction. I think he's going to push really hard today. Sarah says, Leclerc fastest. Maybe. He could be. He could be. Manchester, I think people just want no need to see George Russell cry on TV. He's that loved. No, we're not listening. George Russell, I hope he brings a bit more fire and manages to find some pace in that Mercedes. I don't actually think he's doing much wrong. When he looks at his lap, he can't understand it. He's convinced it's to do with top end. Oh my gosh. I freaked out then. I just suddenly caught the television showing a repeat of the start from last year's Grand Prix. And I was like, what is going on? Yeah, the Game Cat says the only way we break 1:48 is a late tyre change. I'm a 1:48 today. I'm a 1:48.219. The fastest lap record is held by Sergio Perez. And what was it? A 1:44.7. Just Hal says, Russell, Hamilton, Verstappen, podium. Yeah, you can do that as well, actually. Listen, if you want to get your other predictions in, you can, obviously we've had qualifying already, but you can predict your race podium, P1, 2 and 3. You can predict your drive of the weekend. Actually, I think Arvid Lindblad's got to be in the conversation for drive of the weekend so far. He's done brilliantly. And then dipstick of the weekend. Which driver is your dipstick of the weekend? Who's had an absolute mare all weekend? So you can get those, you can drop those in the chat as well. Race podium, 1, 2, 3, drive of the weekend, dipstick of the weekend. Get them in. I'm interested to know what you got to say. Call it. And just before we start, I know we've had a lot more people just join us right now. Welcome. You're in the right place. You can see, well, we have all the data you could possibly want, but we've also got this, which you might be interested in. This is the Belgian Grand Prix starting grid. Take a good look. We've factored in, of course, the grid place penalties. Alonso, P22, back of the grid penalties. Hadjar, penalties, back of the grid, P21. Stroll, 10th place penalty. He's running from P20. Then we've got Perez, Bottas, Ocon, P17. Albon, 16. Behrman, 15. Sainz, 14. Norris, 10 place grid penalty down to P13. He was third fastest in qualifying. Hulkenberg means he's gained a place up to P12 in the Audi. P11, Colapinto. Gasly, P10. Neither of those drivers did make it through to Q3, but Gasly now starting on the 5th row, P10. Lawson does not have all the upgrades that Arvid Lindblad has right now, but he's running P9. Bortoletto, P8. He did make it through to Q3 yesterday. Bumped up a place because of Norris. P8. Lindblad, a stunning performance in qualifying. I think we can all agree. He's now running P7 on the grid. Piastri, not really found the same pace that Norris has found out about McLaren this weekend so far, but he's running P6. Hamilton bumped up a place as well. He qualified P6, or he was the 6th fastest, but starting P5 on the grid due to Norris's grid place penalty. Leclerc bumped up to the 2nd row, P4. Russell bumped up to P3 because of Norris's grid place penalty. Verstappen, he qualified P2. Obviously, that toe from Hadjar in qualifying helped him a lot. Verstappen said in true pace, he'd be running maybe P6. Antonelli, though, lightning quick. P1, your pole position for the Belgian Grand Prix. And there he is, up to P1. That is your starting grid. Who wins the run to Les Sources, though? Like, seriously. Turn 1, that hairpin, it's going to be carnage. And I am here for it. And smash a big like on the stream if you're here for it as well. Let's get these likes up. Only 51 likes. We need to get to 100 likes before we start the race. Plus, come and join us. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now is the time. Subscribe to the channel. Do it right now. Get involved. Say hello in the chat. Any new names I see in the chat, I'm going to shout out. I'm going to say hello to. Just say, hey, tell us where you're watching from. Just that's it. That's all you got to do. And we'll say hello to you as well. Come and become part of the best Formula 1 community on YouTube, on the internet. It's absolutely brilliant. And we're going to have a lot of fun today. Come and join us. You're very, very welcome. And obviously, we do have live news every night. And tonight, by the way, on that, for everyone that's watching, we are doing Formula 1 news tonight, live, as always. But our usual time, 7:30, no. We're going to go half an hour earlier. Our Formula 1 reaction and Formula 1 news show, live at 7 o'clock UK time tonight, where we will react to the Belgian Grand Prix. We'll get a chance to listen to all of the drivers' reactions, the team reactions, and of course we'll do the news as well. That's 7 o'clock tonight, not 7:30. I'll set the stream up immediately after this one. You'll get notified, but yes, make sure you got your notifications on. 7 o'clock for live news tonight. And then of course we have breaking news as well, driver market news. So if you're a Formula 1 fan, this is the place for you, I guarantee it. CJ's in the house. Hit the likes, please, folks. Exactly. Mike Lopez in the house. I see you, buddy. A regular on the watch-alongs. Giuseppe's in the house. I'm going to say it, Giuseppe. I know you're not going to like it. Lady Giuseppe of F1 Grandstand in the house. Good morning. Where's the sun? It may be rain. I can see I can see grey clouds, Giuseppe. I can. But that's your starting grid. Just 7 minutes. Just 7 minutes now before we go big time. Good morning, Steve Calvert. I see you all the way from Dallas. Let's go, Lewis. Love the energy. Let's bring the fire. I'm here for it. Let's freaking go. I'm telling you, the run into Les Sources is going to be awesome. Turn 1, hairpin. Going to be carnage. We're going to see some great racing. Oh, S. Robertson with the super chat. Max is different now. He's staying and carefree. Watch out. Ooh. Max into Les Sources, turn 1, that hairpin. Seriously, if Antonelli doesn't get a decent start, the start actually is more of a concern for the Red Bull. Because of their power unit, they have this ridiculously narrow, optimized window for a good start. Max and Hadjar have both struggled with it in the past. Hadjar's taken a new engine. That's why he's starting at the back. So yeah, it's a lot. Max is going to be battling for a good start for sure. Jeremy Brooks is right. Hit that like button, folks. We're at 60 likes. These are rookie numbers. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Yes, it's a Mugs game. I see you, buddy. It's race day. Bring the fire. Let's freaking go. I'm excited for it today. Menace to Goats in the house as well. I love it. Clegg Paul, which is the dirty side of the track? It's a good question, actually. Anyone in the chat can answer that? Which is the dirty side of the track? Let us know. Who's been paying attention? Maxine, afternoon from a sunny winter's day in South Africa. Safety cars will be in the mix, says Jules. I think so. I think you're absolutely right. I'm expecting some safety cars today. It could change the game. Jeremy's gone with Ocon in the wall. You still got time. Listen, you got 5 minutes. 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, to get your predictions in. Let's go. Fastest lap of the race to 3 decimal places. Who's next in the wall? I have gone with Leclerc. He's my prediction as next in the wall. And we call it next in the wall. It's the game. It means sometimes they can beach the car. They can break the car in any other ways. But we call it next in the wall. So get your predictions in. Fastest lap to 3 decimal places. Next in the wall. Get in the chat. Maxine Lawrence has just logged her fastest lap prediction with a 147.144. I've gone with a 148.219. That's my prediction. Okay, Gisette says, okay, TC, do your thing. Lady Gisette's in the house. You deserve a title, Gisette. An honorary British title for Lady Gisette, even though she's an all-American girl. I love it. Kimmy got this. Sultan Bra says, Kimmy got this. I think he has as well. Listen, Kimmy, look, the Mercedes isn't 100% reliable for me at the moment. I think Kimi Antonelli is working that power unit better than George Russell right now. We've seen it. And power deployment's key at Spa. Kimi Antonelli doing a fantastic job. George Russell just can't find that pace. And he's coming up to half a second down a lap, which is huge. Huge. If you think about it, if you're half a second a lap down over a 44-lap race, that means you'll be finishing the race 22 seconds behind. Even if you're 0.3 down, it means you'll be finishing that race 15 seconds slower. So it's small margins, man. Fine margins make a big difference. And speaking of fine margins making a big difference, smash a big like on the stream. Let's get these rookie numbers up. Let's go. We need to get to 100 likes at least before the first pit stop. We're at 62. Let's freaking go. Good morning, Reese Cup. I see you. Martin Elliott's in the house. Hadjar for the wall. He's been looking for a bricklayer all morning. Brilliant. Morgan Fremantle's in the house. Kimi and Verstappen next to each other. Yeah, I know. And I think, you know what? There could be, listen, I'm throwing it out there. There could be contact going into Le Source, turn 1, between Kimi and Max. Both of them aggressive. Max isn't the sort of guy to yield if he's side by side, is he? Yes, sponsored by Diet Coke today, ladies and gentlemen. Today's sponsor, Diet Coca-Cola. I'm ready for this one. I'm really excited for it. Yeah, Rod F1 fan says the driver traces for George and Kimi were almost identical. Exactly. Same with, right, and on that point, same with Oscar and Lando. So Oscar Piastri and Lando and Woody and Kimi, their driver traces were almost identical. Yet, Lando and Kimi both had more power in Sector 3. So we must be talking about minute input differences. I mean, no one can really explain why Lando was able to have more power in the final sector than Piastri, and why George Russell doesn't seem to have the same power left at the end of the lap in Sector 3 that Kimi has. And when you put the traces over each other, they are literally identical. So what is that? Is it just one guy's got a better power unit? Could it be that? Is it something else? Is it down to the inputs from the driver? Is it just that we're relying so much on technology with the battery and the coding and the software that that's playing a part? But then why is it Lando and why is it Kimi who's benefiting? Why are they the chosen ones out of the team? It's an interesting talking point. Yes, Jeremy. Pump for this. OnCam says, my friend said Alex Antonelli after I wear a Williams team shirt with Ben's logo. My friend said Alex Antonelli after I wear a Williams team shirt with Ben's logo. I don't get it. Have I missed something? Gisette says it's Kimi's to lose, but it's impressive how Lewis came back. 0.002 from Charles after really damaging his car. Needs a new gearbox just in case, too. I'm betting something crazy happens. Well, listen, formation lap. Gisette, I think you're right. I think whenever you have to rebuild a damaged car, in FP3. It's the worst time to crash your car. You've got 2 hours to rebuild your car for qualifying. Is it going to be on point? Is it going to be millimetre perfect? Or are they just going to get... Look, it isn't. Lewis Hamilton said his car felt different in qualifying than it did in FP3. And he said the car in FP3 felt awesome. So, yeah, obviously, it's Hamilton's error. But, yeah, he's paying for it. He's paying for it now. So what happened there? McLaren struggling to get away then on the formation lap. So most people starting on the mediums. Bottas and Sainz. So one-stop strategy is going to be the one, I think, today, unless we get rain. Bring on the rain. Bring the rain. That's what we want, isn't it? No, Peter Arnold. Your Sky TV's gone down. No! You can't be Sky TV going down now. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, with 76 likes, 24 likes hit that magic 100. Let's freaking go. Can we get 24 likes before the start of the race? We're on formation lap. Hit that like button right now. I want to see him get to 100. Let's freaking go. And if you are brand new, as you can see, the car's out on track. All the data at the right of your screen, got all the drivers. The difference, where that column there simply tells you has the driver moved up in position or down in position. Tyres they're on, the age of their tyres, last lap, best lap, the gap between first and the driver that you're looking at, the interval between each of those drivers. Then we've got sectors 1, 2, and 3. They're all color-coded. If you see a time printed in green, it means it's that driver's personal best. If you see a sector time printed in yellow, it means no improvement. Boy, but if you see a sector time printed in purple, it means that driver is fastest of all. And then the amount of laps completed. We've got it all going on. All the data you could want. Plus, we have radio messages between driver and their team. We've also got the race control messages. If we need them, we can bring those in and out. And we've also got track violations as well. All the data you could want, we can bring it in and out throughout the race. We've got you covered. And if you just joined us right now before the race, this is the prediction game we want you to get involved with. Fastest lap predictions to 3 decimal places. Can you predict the fastest lap of the race to 3 decimal places? Maybe you can. My prediction is 1:48.219. And then next in the wall, who's going to break the car next? Who's going to put it in the wall? Who's going to beach it? It doesn't matter. Who's going to break the car next? Those are the predictions we're looking for. Get in the chat. See if you can get it right. Just as the drivers are getting ready into their grid boxes. Let's go. I hope you're ready. It's a big one, this. We're at 97 likes. Let's go. 3 more. 3 more to 100. Before we start, that was the goal. Let's freaking go. Gisette, congrats on England's win yesterday. Great game. Yeah, the loser's medal. Well, hell of a game, though. 6-4. Thanks, Gisette. Here we freaking go. It's the run down to Le Source. Turn 1, hairpin. It's gonna be crazy. Okay. All cars in their grid boxes. Okay, turbo spooled up, revs rised, lights are on. Lights on. And it's lights out. It's quick. Yes, Kimi Antonelli gets away well. Verstappen gets well. Russell looks like he's got the jump on Verstappen. No, Verstappen's going around the outside. We've got Leclerc, Hamilton, side by side. No one is touched. It's been a clean start around Le Source. Oh, but there we go. We've got the Ferrari of Leclerc challenging George Russell. Verstappen takes the lead. Verstappen into P1. He has passed Kimi Antonelli. Kimi Antonelli all over the gearbox of Max Verstappen. Putting a move back on Verstappen. It's wheel-to-wheel racing. And then we've got Leclerc, who's got past Verstappen up into P2. Wow, what's happened? Whoa, there's been contact. George Russell out of the race. Contact with Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton still going down to track P5. But there was contact. Woody, George Russell out. Yellow flag. Turn 6. George Russell out of the race. Can he get back in? I don't think so. I think it's beach. Yellow flag now, though, already. What a start to race. We've got Antonelli from Leclerc up to P2. Verstappen down 1 place to P3. Piastri up 2 places, P4. Hamilton still running in P5, even after that contact with George Russell. Lawson up 3 places to P6. What a start for Liam Lawson. Lindblad, P7, Colapinto, up 3 places to P8. But what is wrong with Max Verstappen's car? We don't know just yet. Chasing down Leclerc for P2. Wow. Big moves though. Norris up to P10 already. Started P13. Safety car coming out. Wow. Wow. George Russell out of his car. Here's Mercedes beached. Lap 1. Furious. Another terrible race weekend for George Russell. 0 did not have the pace. Esteban Ocon stopped as well on track. What a wild first lap. And we're going to get a restart behind the safety car. Wow, this could get crazy. Leclerc, though, up to P2. So the big movers, what's been going on? The big movers on the first lap. Lawson up 3 places to P6. Colapinto up 3 places to P8. Norris up 3 places to P10. Albon up 3 places to P12. Ocon down 5 places. Hulkenberg down 1 place, running P13. Okay, safety car. Hadjar, what's he doing? Putting some different rubber on already. So everyone's pitting for the hard tyre. I don't think the medium could do the whole race. Norris thinks, going on to the hard tyre, that potentially, he could potentially do the whole race on the hard tyre. Maybe that's a good strategy. I mean, everyone else on the mediums who haven't come into pit will need to pit. And it's a cheap pit stop for everyone else. But those tyres, are they going to last? Are they going to last 42 laps? Wow, let me catch up on the super chats whilst we're under safety car. So Russ Palmer in with a super chat. Good argument for spare cars this weekend. Teams have enough money to make one available. The problem is the cost cap, Russ Palmer. I mean, I don't know. Can they build a spare car and have it ready under the cost cap? I mean, I guess they could. I used to love it with the spare cars where the drivers would run back, jump in the spare car. Good point though, Russ Palmer. That's a good talking point. Should we bring back spare cars to F1? S. Roberts with a super chat. Went from 1 to 10% chance of rain. Brilliant. Yes, S. Roberts. You can be our resident weather expert. You keep giving us those updates on the weather. I love it. Gisette, wow. It's only the first lap. Going to be a great one. Piastri's up to 4th. Rain, rain, bring it on. Abso-freaking-lutely. And if you want to get your super chats in, just like Gisette, just like S. Roberts, you can do. Send in a super chat, ask a question, share your view, back your team, get involved live. It does support the show, but it just means that all super chats guaranteed to be read out live on air. I can't guarantee. Oh, there's a contact. It's been noted. I don't think that was Hamilton's fault, though. Car crossed over in front of me. I was right behind another car, so I had no front end. Hamilton says he did nothing wrong. I think the stewards will end up agreeing with him on that, actually. But you can get your super chats in if you want to. Wow. This is going to be an exciting race, ladies and gentlemen. You're in the right place. Do smash a like on the stream. And if you're brand new, do subscribe to the channel. This is our watch-along format. We've got live news tonight at 7 o'clock, everybody. Not 7:30. We're going half an hour early for your live Formula 1 news and your Grand Prix reaction. We'll be at 7 o'clock tonight, UK time, not 7:30. Make sure you're all subscribed and come and join us for that. Yeah, Ocon. Ocon out. Out on track. He went super wide in the gravel. Is he still racing? I think he is. Hadjar's. So Hadjar's on the hard tyre now. So, safety car. We've got Antonelli from Leclerc, from Verstappen, from Piastri, from Hamilton. Has Hamilton's car been damaged in that collision with George Russell? I think Hamilton got away with it, you know. I think Hamilton got away with that contact. Aston Martin are on fire. I just saw that, Peter Arnold. Actually, to be fair, it's not often you see Aston Martins running P15 and P16. I think everyone else came into pit for some tyres. Yeah, everyone else is on the hard tyre. Lap 3. Oh, wow. What a great start to this race. Ron Real says, I hope for Toto, Mercedes-Benz has no reliability problems with Kimi. Kimi just needs to stay out of trouble. But Leclerc's going to be quick off this restart behind the safety car. If Antonelli plays it right, he should manage to get a little bit of clean air between him and Leclerc off this restart. It's Verstappen who you've got to worry about here. Verstappen and Leclerc. I'm expecting those to be battling it out. Can Hamilton leapfrog Piastri, who's running P4? But Woody, out already. If you just joined us wondering where is George Russell, out on lap 1. Contact with Hamilton. Ended up in the gravel. And that's the end of the day. It's an early bath for George Russell. A horrible weekend. Yes, Cozy Crocodile. I see you in the house. Nice to have you with us. Cal Coolett says Lewis got floor damage. Has he? Is that what they said, Cal? They said they've got floor damage. Lewis has got floor damage. It's a Mugs game says that contact was the luckiest thing I've ever seen for Hamilton. Yeah, I mean, his front wing looks good. So they are investigating. Race Control says they are investigating. FIA stewards turn 6 incident involving cars Hamilton and Russell under investigation, causing a collision. They can't penalise Hamilton for that. Surely not. Surely not. Plumber Paragon's in the house. Hamilton has damage on his front wing, I think. Ugh. Hadjar had to his box twice. Martin Brundle's not sure whether Hamilton's going to get away with this. That he may still get a penalty. Yeah, Ongam, you just missed contact between Lewis Hamilton and George Russell. George Russell out of your Belgian Grand Prix. I know, Rob SAFC says, given how long a lap is on this track, 7 kilometres long, seems bonkers the safety car's out this long. Yeah, this is 10% of the race now, lap 4. 10% of the race under the safety car right now. Allegro Non Troppo says Alonso with the best lap of the race so far. Who would have guessed it? Good point. It won't be for long. Hamilton's still under investigation. I can't believe they've not got past that yet. Yes. Everybody's watching that right now. Do smash a like on the stream if you're enjoying yourself. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. After this live watch along, we will be having Formula 1 news at 7 o'clock UK time, where we will be reacting to the Grand Prix. Safety car ending. Okay, we're racing again. Track clear. So, Antonelli, away well. Leclerc, not under threat. But Verstappen's under threat. Hamilton, trying to find a way past Piastri, all over the gearbox of that McLaren. I think Hamilton's going to put a move on Piastri before the end of this lap. Hamilton, is he going to put the move on Piastri? Yes, he is. He's down the inside. Hamilton makes it stick. It's a beautiful move from the Ferrari. Does Piastri have a response? He's on the gearbox. Hamilton defending. Does Piastri have the power? He does. I think Piastri's... Wow, this is crazy. Piastri, brilliant move back to overtake Hamilton again. Fantastic driving there by both drivers. I mean, Hamilton used a lot of his power in order to get past Piastri to make the move in the first place. But now he's dropping away from Piastri. He's now got to deal with Lawson and Lindblad. Hot on his heels. I mean, Lawson up 3 places. Up to P6. Great drive from him. So through Pouon, you've got Antonelli from Leclerc, from Verstappen, from Piastri, from Hamilton. Hamilton's going to be under pressure here from Lawson very soon. Maybe Hamilton does have damage. Maybe he does have damage on that car from his contact with George Russell. Poor Lewis Hamilton, a rebuilt Ferrari that was rebuilt within 2 hours after his accident in FP3. Now he's had contact with George Russell on lap 1. Is his race compromised? What can he do? But Verstappen is now 6.5 tenths slower than Leclerc. Trying to chase him down. It looks quicker than 6.5 tenths, so on maybe Verstappen's just closed the gap slightly, actually. 6 tenths. Antonelli, clear air. Nearly, it's 1.3 seconds now between Antonelli and Leclerc. So it's what we expected. Antonelli pulling out a lead now in the clean air. Leclerc, Verstappen is only 0.3 seconds ahead of Verstappen. Verstappen looks like he's going to be able to be within striking distance of Leclerc. There it is. Wow, look, Verstappen's putting a move on Leclerc now. He makes it stick. Verstappen up to P2. Leclerc down to P3. Turn 5. Going through Coombs. Makes it stick. Yeah, Verstappen, good move. Good move there. He's now half a second ahead of Leclerc already. Can Verstappen hunt down Kimi Antonelli? He's 1.2 seconds behind him at the moment. Then we have Leclerc. Piastri, 7 tenths behind Leclerc. Hamilton, 7 tenths behind Piastri. Piastri, though, actually gaining on Leclerc slightly. Does the McLaren have enough in the tank to pass the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc? Everyone's settling into more of a rhythm now. Yo-yo racing, David Tringali says. If you're a Max Verstappen fan, though, I think you'll be pretty happy. He's back up to P2, putting some clean air between him and Leclerc. Giuseppe's in with the super chat. Hate to bring this up, but Lewis did a big reveal about his relationship with Kim Kardashian. And then all of this. It's bad luck. Asking for a friend. It's all this bad luck. Asking for a friend. First of all, I didn't know he'd done a big reveal. I thought it was already, I didn't know, I thought he was dating Kim Kardashian. And he did a big reveal. Did he? Oh gosh, he's made it Instagram official, has he? Maybe it is bad luck. Maybe it is bad luck, Giuseppe. Piastri closing down Leclerc, though, just 2 tenths behind Leclerc now. We could see an attack here from Piastri on Leclerc. I mean, Verstappen to be... he's done a good lap there. He's under a second now between him and Antonelli. Behrman says Carlos Sainz's wing is hanging off. Looking dangerous. Giuseppe still making me laugh with a Kim Kardashian comment. Could be. Could be bad luck. Could be bad luck for anyone to be dating KK. No, Cal Cool says no comment, but Kim curse is real. Pinky Karishma's in the house. Hope Kimmy will win big time. It looks good at the moment. It's pulled out a 1.3 second gap between him and Verstappen. The real battle now, I think, is Leclerc and Piastri. Hamilton, though, he's still within overtake mode with Piastri. He's 0.7 seconds behind him. Oh, Piastri's looking he's all over the gearbox now of Leclerc. Norris on the charge, though, from P13 to P8 now. Yeah, Kimi's looking good. Max has the horsepower for Spa. He does. But can he catch Antonelli? That's a tall order right now, ladies and gentlemen. Piastri is wheel to wheel now with Leclerc. Can he? His He's trying to go on the... Whoa, they touched! They touched! Piastri and Leclerc have touched. It looked like Piastri lost a piece of his front wing there. The move wasn't on though. Round the outside, Leclerc defended. Piastri has lost a piece of his front wing. This is good news for Hamilton. Can Hamilton find an opportunity to get past Leclerc? Tiffany Blank's in the house. I see you, Tiffany. Piastri, what's he got to say? He didn't leave enough space. That could have been a massive crash. We saw. Is that going to... Oh, yellow flag. Trying to retrieve some of those pieces that came off Oscar Piastri's car. I don't know. Is that going to get investigated? I'm surprised Leclerc could get a puncture here. It was his left rear that hit the carbon fibre wing. So Piastri seems to be hanging on though. Doesn't seem to have caused him too much problems. I saw pieces of his car fly off. But Hamilton's much closer to Piastri. Lap 9 of a 44-lap race has been drama already. Woody, George Russell already out of the race. We're seeing contact between Leclerc. Hamilton. Hamilton's up to P4. He makes the move stick. He has passed Piastri. I'm sure Piastri's car does have some damage. But Hamilton up to P4. Still being investigated for his contact with George Russell. Which put George Russell out of your Grand Prix. Here it is. So Piastri down the outside. There is enough room. He's wheel to wheel. Charles Leclerc. No. Piastri lost a piece of his front wing there. I don't think Leclerc did anything wrong. Martin Brundle disagrees with me. He thinks Leclerc should have left more room for Piastri on the race circuit. I mean, it was close. I mean, it was tight. Piastri's, Gisette says, Piastri's heard our chit-chat, out to prove himself. Absolutely, Gisette. He's right. Listen, he's still racing. Someone do a rain dance to really stir it up, Gisette says. Could we get rain? Somebody check the weather forecast, please. Now Piastri's under threat. Oh no, it's Norris. Sorry. It's Norris putting a move on Liam Lawson. Lindblad's up to P6. Lawson down to P8. Lindblad driving a fantastic race. He does have the upgrades that Lawson doesn't have. Gisette saying, Lewis, please prove us wrong about the Kim Kardashian curse. Listen, he's up to P4. He's up to P4 right now. Calculate, no damage for Leclerc. Yeah, the damage is all on Piastri's front wing. We've seen him drop back to P5. Lindblad might be smelling blood here. No, 4.9 seconds behind Piastri. Russ Palmer says, yeah, that's on Leclerc. Leclerc didn't leave Piastri enough room. Wow! FIA steward, a 5-second time penalty for Lewis Hamilton, causing a collision with George Russell. The stewards decided that Hamilton was guilty, and he's got a 5-second time penalty for Lewis Hamilton. I think that was close. 5-second penalty for Lewis Hamilton. I don't know, man. I don't know if I agree with that one. I don't know if there's anything you could do. Life behind bars in the house. Hello from Atlanta. Go, Max. Honestly, a bit of rain, a safety car, anything can happen in this race. But right now, Antonelli 1.5 seconds clear of Max Verstappen. Then we have Leclerc, who is 7 tenths behind Verstappen. Hamilton 7 tenths or 6 tenths behind Leclerc. Piastri 7 tenths behind Hamilton. Then we've got Lindblad. Norris on a charge. He started P13 with that grid penalty up to P7 already. Lawson P8. Colapinto P9. Gasly P10. Both Alpines in point scoring positions right now. Cedric, like me, doesn't agree with the time penalty for Lewis Hamilton. I don't agree with it either. I think that's harsh. Norris all over the gearbox of Lindblad now. Norris far quicker in the McLaren than Lindblad in the Racing Bulls. But Lindblad has every right to defend this position on track. He loves a battle, does Lindblad. And he is battling it out with Lando Norris right now. I think Norris will get past him, though, this lap. So, Leclerc, Piastri incident. That collision's being investigated. Got some super chats flying in. S. Roberts, I know it's going to rain. Did you see Mickey's hair? Holy shit. S. Roberts. Yeah, look, Lauren McKee's, he's like the cow in the field. His hair will tell you the humidity. Wreath Cup says, it's Lewis. FIA salivates. Wait to give him a penalty. I don't believe he deserved it. Lewis Hamilton. I thought we were going to see a radio message from Lewis Hamilton there. And look, is Leclerc going to get the same fate? Is he going to get a 5-second penalty? Lewis Hamilton's all over the gearbox of Leclerc. Hamilton's putting a move on Leclerc. Leclerc shuts the door. Gosh, he's close. Again, Leclerc squeezing Hamilton onto the curb there. Exactly the same move he did to Piastri. But Hamilton, wily old fox, did not lose any front wing. No damage to Hamilton's car there. He backed out. But Hamilton looks quicker than Leclerc right now. But he does have a 5-second penalty. I don't think Hamilton deserved that penalty. That means when Hamilton comes in for his pit stop, mandatory, he has to serve his 5-second penalty at the earliest convenience. That means Hamilton will take his pit stop and take his penalty. They'll hold him for 5 seconds. That's what's going to happen. And right now, what does that mean in real terms? That would drop him back to P6. No, P5. He'd be out in front of Norris. It's a Mux game, says Leclerc's getting that penalty. I've already called them both. We'll keep you updated. We do have all of the race control messages as they come in. And as we hear from it, we will bring in those race control messages in. George Russell again moaning about the speed down the straight, causing a problem, saying that he would not have had that problem with the initial contact with Lewis Hamilton. He said it wouldn't have happened if I didn't have the problem with my car, which is a lack of power down the straights. And he called it again on the radio. George is not letting this one lie. Oh, Lewis Hamilton putting a move on Leclerc. Leclerc shuts the door. Hamilton looking to go round the outside. Hamilton being uber brave at the moment, trying to find a way past Charles Leclerc cleanly. Hamilton's car seems to be in good shape, actually. He seems to have the pace. Giuseppe, bring on the rain and another crash or two. Which actually, speaking of that, it's time to get your predictions in again. Who's next in the wall? Fastest lap prediction of the race to 3 decimal places. If you just joined us, that's the game we're playing right now. Predict your fastest lap to 3 decimal places and who is going to be next in the wall or on the beach or who's going to break their car next. Get your predictions in. Martin Brundle commentating on what George Russell has said. He said, I shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. I shouldn't have been in that position. And it's because you've given me a car that doesn't have the same power down the straight that Kimmy's has got. What's wrong with it? Gisette saying George needs to shut up and have a cup of tea. Well, I think that's his only option. A nice herbal tea. Rizwan Bhatti, I see you. This reminds me of Verstappen and Ricciardo. Richard Lawton in the house, I see you. Ballin' Paul, he's predicting Gasly in the wall next. Get your predictions in, just like Ballin' Paul. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Live news every day. Breaking news as it comes out. Driver market news. And this is your race weekend watch-along format where we have all the data, all the commentary, and all the interaction between yourselves and myself. Black Redneck says, what the F? Did Lewis get a penalty for George's mistake? I think it's a harsh penalty. He got a 5-second penalty for that collision with George Russell. I don't even think George Russell truly blames Lewis Hamilton for it either. He's blaming his team for giving him a car that's down on power. Norris up to P6 now. So Hamilton would be running P5, really. There'll be a swap. I'm telling you, there's more drama to come. More drama to come in this race. I promise you that. S. Roberts is predicting a Lando Norris podium. No, really? Well, actually, do you know what, S. Roberts? Let's talk about that. Lando Norris pitted under the safety car lap 2. To go from the medium to the hard tyre. If Lando Norris can tyre whisper those hard tyres to the end of the race, we could see a Norris podium, right? Everyone in front of you have got a pit. 20-second pit stop. Maybe. If Norris can somehow stretch those tyres to the end of the race. Yes, Simon Wakas says, please, Verstappen, you can do it. Well, yeah, let's see. Verstappen's 2 seconds down now. Listen, this is Antonelli's race to lose, I'm telling you. He could, but listen, the Mercedes, mechanically, is it 100% reliable? No. Is Antonelli prone to a mistake here and there? Yes. Verstappen just needs to hang in there. Could we get a safety car? Yeah. I think it's quite likely we get a safety car before the end of this Grand Prix. We're only on lap 15. Gasly in the pits. We're in the pit window now if you're on the medium tyre. Sainz in the pits. Replacing the front wing. Hadjar up to P10 after starting from the back of the grid. Hadjar, and he's had 2 pit stops. He's been in the pits twice under the safety car. Kieran City fan, I see you in the house. I'm going Max for podium. On that, let me just remind you of my predictions. Oh, my prediction was Hamilton P1, Antonelli P2, Leclerc P3. Oh, I think Max for a podium looks very strong. I made those predictions, by the way. Before you all start calling me names, I made those predictions on Thursday, before we saw any running here at Spa. But I'm not sticking, I'm not standing by them now, to be fair. Yeah, Zero. I'm in the chat, TC. We're trying to bootleg the race. Zero's in the chat. We'll keep you entertained, Zero. Don't you worry about that. It's hammer time, Rizwan Bhatti says. Love that. Well, hammer time. He's got a 5-second penalty for Lewis Hamilton, unfortunately. And it's a contentious one, actually. It's a contentious one, that 5-second penalty. He did make contact with George Russell, but where could he go? He's boxed in. I don't know. I honestly don't think Hamilton should have been penalised for that. That's my view. I'm not a steward. Martin Brundle trying to explain there might be a problem with Hamilton's car. Piece is missing maybe from the right floor. I think Cal called it. Cal Coolick called it. How about that? That's a tongue twister. One of our F1 Grandstand family, Cal Coolick, called it. He said there was damage to Hamilton's floor. It's going to be a struggle. Yeah, and Tiffany's backing Antonelli all the way. Look, there's a long way to go. We've still got 28 laps. And I'm telling you, there could be a safety car before the end of this race. It could all change. If Hamilton serves his 5-second penalty, get on the hard tyre, and then we see a safety car, or Hamilton gets to pit under the safety car, serve his penalty, anything can happen. There's a lot of things that can happen here. We could definitely see a safety car. We are playing the next in the wall game. Who's going to be next in the wall? Lots could happen. Harry Brown says, does Hamilton know about his penalty? I do hope they've learned their lesson on the Ferrari pit wall, and they have told Hamilton he will be serving a 5-second penalty when he comes into pit. I hope they have told him the truth. Lindblad in the pit, coming in for those hard tyres. The best thing that could happen would be for Antonelli and Verstappen to come in and pit. The Ferrari boys stay out, get a safety car. They get a cheap pit stop. That's what we want to see. That would make the race very interesting. All these things can happen. You don't go anywhere. Antonelli, your tyres looking good, Kimmy. Better than others, so you can afford to use them. Yes, that's Pete Bonington telling Kimmy Antonelli. Put the pedal to the metal, young man. Telling you, Pete Bonington is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Kimmy Antonelli's Luke Skywalker. He's in his ear. Use the force, Kimmy. Use the force. He's tyre whispering. He's got more tyres than anyone else. So Antonelli can afford to put his foot down. Will he pull out a gap between him and Verstappen? Right now, that gap is 2.8 seconds. Gisette, Charles, no penalty, but Lewis got one. Is that the... Yeah, you're right. How have I missed that? Race control message. Yes, FIA stewards, turn 5, incident involving cars, Leclerc and Piastri. No further action for causing a collision for Charles Leclerc. Yet Lewis gets a 5-second penalty. Verstappen in the pits. That doesn't seem right, does it? Wow, thank you for pointing that out, Gisette. Good work. Good work as always. Yeah, that's crazy. How does Leclerc get away with that when he did squeeze him? He did squeeze him. I don't know how Hamilton could have avoided the George Russell situation. 5-second time penalty for Lewis, but Leclerc gets away with it. You know, should have put my tinfoil hat on. David Chingali, Lewis penalty will hurt my prediction. Rizwan Barty says FIA, Hamilton, they hate Hamilton. I don't think Hamilton's penalty's fair. But look. Virtual safety car. What lap are we on? Hamilton said we're on lap 18. Why the hell? I told you what strategy I wanted to do. You've just put me out with everyone else now. We're on plan B. Lewis questioning the strategy. Virtual safety car, though. Pull in now. Come in now, Lewis. This is the time to get them tyres on, son. Get a cheap virtual safety car all round. Where's Hamilton on track? Hamilton. This... Box. VST's ending and no one took advantage. No one took advantage of the VSC there. Hamilton. Oh, Cal Coolett says Santi hasn't told Lewis about the penalty. Again. What? No. You got to tell him. That's obviously why they didn't bring him in. But if they brought him under the VSC, that penalty wouldn't have been as bad. No. Thank you, Cal. Cal Coolick called it again. Thanks, buddy. Santi hasn't told Lewis about the penalty. Surely they've had this discussion after last time. Tell Lewis Hamilton if he has a penalty. Don't just bring it on him when he comes in for his tyres, because it's like they don't want Lewis making decisions from the cockpit. You got to tell him. Oh, or maybe they're fighting it right now. Maybe they're trying to dispute it before Hamilton serves it. Maybe that's what's going on in the background. But still, Hamilton's been out for 19 laps on the medium tyre. Maybe they're just hoping for a safety car incident. I mean, it could happen. But Lando Norris now all over the gearbox of Piastri. Leclerc now your race leader on the mediums. Hamilton P2. Piastri P3. The best thing that could happen to the Ferrari boys right now is a safety car situation. Okay, so Norris is through past Piastri now. Lando Norris. Maybe this strategy from him is a brilliant one. Lando Norris, can he go to the end of the race on these hard tyres? Yeah, Lynch says, got to bring in Piastri. They have to bring in Piastri. We're opening the gap to Piastri. We need to serve a 5-second penalty. That's why. So that's when they told him. So they have told Lewis Hamilton he's got a 5-second penalty now. And this is what he said. We need to we're pulling out a 5-second gap to Piastri because we've got a 5-second penalty. And Hamilton has done that. Has he? Hamilton, not yet. Hamilton, 4.6 seconds ahead of Piastri. Hamilton needs to go on a charge now. He needs to get that over 5 seconds so he can rejoin the race in front of Piastri. Piastri, and why are they racing each other? The McLaren's racing each other here. Piastri's back in front of Norris. Virtual safety car. In the VSC, this is a time. Is Hamilton going to bring... He has a 4.7 second gap between... No, he has a 7... He's got a 7.3 second gap to Piastri now from Hamilton. This is a time. Get that cheap pit stop. This is their best chance, Ferrari. Do not F this up. This is your time to pit. Come on. Are they going to bring in race leader Leclerc and double stack the cars? It's the best option. Box. Leclerc is boxing right now. Are they going to stack the cars or not? You got to stack them. Bring them both in. Yes, Leclerc's in the pit. You got to bring Hamilton in, no? Yes, they are stacking him. They've done it. They're listening to us. Here it is. Hamilton in. And it was brilliant. No compromise there. Leclerc's pit stop 2.3 seconds. Hamilton serving his 5-second time penalty now. He will get out in front of Piastri here. Is he going to get out in front of Antonelli here? That's worked out a treat. Leclerc out in front of Antonelli. Norris, your new race leader. But Leclerc in real world really is taking his pit stop and he is ahead of Antonelli on track. This was a stroke of luck for Ferrari and Hamilton. How's Hamilton out behind Piastri? What? Hamilton going behind Piastri. I thought he would have been able to... How did that happen? Oh, I know why. Because Piastri's not pitted yet. Brilliant. Good for Ferrari this. They're actually learning They're actually listening and they're actually responding to a new strategy of bringing the cars in under the safety car. Get those cheap pit stops. Brilliant. Double stack them if you have to. Bring them both in. Ferrari, good decision today. Oh, that's why. Lewis got the green light. Ran over one of his pit crew there. Sinbad says, Ferrari, the prancing horse or Buskaroo. Look, they've done well here. So Piastri's not pitted yet. No, he has pitted. Lando Norris staying out on track. I mean, his tyres are now 21 laps old, but his lap times are fine. I mean, they could have popped on some mediums for Norris, took him to the end of the race. I don't know, has Lando got a different idea here? Yeah, Reese Cup says Lewis hit a pit guy. I know. He's all right. He didn't... Did he die? No. He's all right. He's fine. Yeah, Cal Coolett says Santi just told him. Yeah, you're right. I mean, honestly, when he told him, Hamilton handled it brilliantly. He went, what? Another one? Another one? Like, I would have been like, did Leclerc get one? Nope. Leclerc was fine for squeezing Piastri off the track. I mean, to be fair, I don't think either of them should have got one, to be honest. I don't think it was a penalty for either driver. Lando, half a second ahead of Leclerc, but Leclerc on fresh rubber is obviously hunting him down. 2.7 seconds, though, or 2.2 seconds, I should say, between Leclerc and Antonelli. This is going to get tasty. Hamilton, 5.5 seconds behind Piastri. Rizwan Barty says, can Lewis win now? No. Nope. No chance. Leclerc could win now. Leclerc's, yeah, they're bringing Leclerc past Norris now. It's a good move. Leclerc, your new race leader, and he's pulling out a gap between Norris. Obviously, Leclerc's on the fresh rubber. Norris's tyres are 22 laps old. Leclerc pulled out half a second gap already after that move. Gisette says, last year Lewis hit a hedgehog. This year, he hit a Woody. George Russell. That's what happened this year, Gisette. Don't forget, if you are watching right now, do smash a like on the video. We're trying to get up to 200 likes before the... we've already passed the midpoint. But we'd like to get to... The goal now is 200 likes on this stream. Can you help us out if you're enjoying it? Also, do subscribe to the channel. Get involved. We have live news every day, 7:30. Although tonight's news show will be at 7 o'clock. We're going to obviously react to the Belgian Grand Prix, but we're also going to cover all the news stories as well. 7 o'clock live, fully interactive. And we do that every day. Breaking news throughout the day, driver market news, breaking news, and of course, the best Formula One community on all of YouTube. Verstappen saying he's got no grip, but this is the time to subscribe to the channel. Come and join us. You're very welcome here. Cal says, how did Leclerc get ahead of Kimi? It's because Leclerc pitted under the virtual safety car and managed to rejoin the racetrack in front of Kimi Antonelli. Leclerc's cheap pit stop, that's what did it. Morgan Fremantle says, is Hamilton under another investigation? No, Hamilton's not under another investigation. He has been awarded a 5-second time penalty, though, for his collision with George Russell at the beginning on lap 1. Oh, yeah. Incident involving Hamilton noted. So they've noted him unsafe release. What? Okay. Unsafe release. Let's see what happens with that one. Thank you, Gisette. They can't. Lewis, they're investigating him for everything at the moment. So this is great news, actually, for Leclerc. Oh, they didn't put any. They didn't put. Hamilton asked for more front wing. They didn't manage to give him that, and Hamilton is struggling to turn the car now. They didn't give him the adjustments he asked for on the front wing. Why, Ferrari? Why? Leclerc, though, Norris doing Leclerc a big favour at the moment. Antonelli needs to get past Norris because right now the gap between Antonelli is 3 seconds. It's between Antonelli and Leclerc, 3 seconds. And it's getting wider right now because Antonelli does have Norris to deal with on track. Annabelle Wongu-Yen, I see you. Which is Kimi? Kimi's Antonelli, P3 on the data. The third driver down. He's trying his best to get past Lando Norris. He is going to put a move on him now by the looks. No, Norris closes the door. He has every right to do that. Racing for track position. Norris keeping Antonelli behind him, doing Leclerc the biggest of favours right now. FIA stewards investigation after the race for Hamilton's unsafe release. What? All because he ran over a mechanic. It happens. I think he's fine. He didn't die. He's all right. JCM Roofing says to be investigated after the race. Yeah. I know. I don't like that, though. Well, at least it means he doesn't have to serve any time penalties now. Race for Ferrari. I mean, listen. If Norris keeps holding up Antonelli here, he's now created a 3.7 second gap between Antonelli and Leclerc. Norris doing Ferrari a huge favour. They should give him preference. They should get him to the top of the waiting list for an F80 for this performance. If you're John Elkin, send that boy an F80. Norris doing you a massive favour here. The gap widening every single lap with this battle between Antonelli and Norris. Everett Meir says, what do I think about Hamilton? Is he all right now? No, I think he's struggling. Antonelli finds a way past Norris now. Okay, Antonelli's going to be on a charge now. 3 seconds between him and Leclerc. The race is on. But going back to Hamilton, no, I think he's struggling. He wanted more front wing. What, more front end downforce? Ferrari didn't give it that to him when he came into the pits. So no. Hamilton's struggling right now. Plus he has a damaged floor. So he's struggling. F1044, I really want Leclerc to win. Look, he's holding on. It's a 3 second gap between Leclerc and Antonelli. Lap 26, 44 lap race. Everyone is going to complete the race, I think, on the rubber they've got right now. Tiffany, supporting Antonelli. Yeah, Antonelli up to P2. Lynch says Norris's time on those tyres is incredible. I think Lando Norris has been great all weekend, actually. But yeah, he's done well on those tyres. Verstappen going to be closing in on him next, though. Just Well, it's 1.9 seconds between Verstappen and Norris, and 1 second between Verstappen and Piastri. Evramir says, what happened to Russell? Lap 1, collision with Lewis Hamilton. Wasn't Hamilton's fault in my opinion, but he did get a 5-second time penalty for it. And George Russell out on lap 1 in the beach. On the beach. Couldn't get restarted. Russell out. CJ said Ferrari are back to ruining Lewis to help Charles. Dwayne Arthur says, go Ferrari. Cal Cool in with an update. Lewis damaged front wing from Russell incident. I thought they put a new front wing on though. They put a new front wing on, didn't they? No, they didn't, actually. No, they didn't, did they? He didn't get a new front wing. He did his 5-second time penalty. He put some new tyres on. He didn't get a new front wing. You're right. Yeah, so that's what he's struggling with. He's struggling to turn in, though, isn't he? That's what Lewis is complaining about on team radio. Struggling to turn in. He wanted more front end. Yeah, I saw that wrong reel. I can't read it out, but I saw it. If I was Lewis, I'd come in for mediums, CJ said. I mean, a pit stop's going to cost you 20 seconds. It's going to cost you 20 seconds. I think Lewis he stays on hards now for the end of the race and just has to drive the car he's got. That's what's going to happen. So right now, Leclerc, 2.6 seconds ahead of Antonelli, 2.5 seconds ahead of Antonelli. The gap is coming down. Do smash a big thumbs up on the video, on the stream if you're watching right now. We've got 169 likes. I'd love it to get us to 200 likes if we can. 300 would be amazing. But good to see so many of you that have found this channel. This is where you want to be. We are the perfect Formula One companion as you are watching the race in the comfort of your own home. But we also have live news every single day. Breaking news, of course. Driver market news. We've got that Formula One itch scratched. So we also got the greatest Formula One community. Come and say hello. Subscribe to the channel. Say hello in the chat. And any new names I see in the chat will be getting a shout out live. But you're in the right place. Come and join us. Trust me. You found the right channel here. And by the way, tonight's news show, reaction to this Grand Prix, and of course any other Formula One news, you will. We're going at 7 o'clock today. Leclerc, 2.2 seconds now ahead of Norris. Then we've got Verstappen. Then we've got Piastri. Hamilton running P6. Hadjar, wow, he started at the back of the grid. He's up 14 places up to P7. Bortoletto in the Audi running P8. Lindblad running P9. Lawson P10. Gasly 11. Colapinto 12. Hulkenberg P13, Behrman P14, Albon 15, Sainz 16, Ocon 17, Bottas 18, Alonso 19, Stroll, Perez and Russell all retired. Wow, Lando Norris and Verstappen's past Lando Norris now. Verstappen up to P3. Good move on Lando. But Lando's tyres are 28 laps old. Verstappen's are only 11 laps old. Lando Norris doing a phenomenal job with tyres this old. It's a good move if you're a Max Verstappen fan. Looking good for a podium now is Max Verstappen. I mean, Norris, is he going to pit? Is Lando Norris going to pit? That's the big question. Is he going to pit before the end of this race? And if you are brand new, you just joined the channel, just like Paolo23. I see you. Welcome. Matt Woodall's in the chat. Prajan Veldi's in the chat. Oscar Dutch is in the chat. Morg. Hang on. Mangmon from Thai. I see you. Stroll crashed. He had a problem with the car. They called him in. Any new names I see, you're gonna get a shout out. If you're brand new, just subscribe to the channel. Just get in the comments and say hello. I'll shout you out. Mango Man from Thai says Max Verstappen. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I know you're all doing it. I know you're all doing it at home. Club Concert says Ferrari does again does adapt the front wing like Sir Lewis Hamilton asked. Same problem as you find at Silverstone. They found the joke. How they slow Sir Lewis Hamilton. Do you think so? Why would Ferrari want to do that though? Why would Ferrari truly want to slow down their driver? When the argument comes from the FIA about the FIA, I'm like, well, I'm more inclined to think about that. But I don't think Ferrari want to slow Lewis Hamilton down. I just don't think they do. Formula Red Lions in the house. Welcome. I'm from Monaco. Oh, the home of every Formula One driver, pretty much. Yes. How's Monaco today? Hope you're having a good time over there. Greybush is in the house. Dimitri, Alex, I see you. Morkel, I see you as well. Formula Red Line. Welcome me. Make a request for subscribers. Yeah, bring them in, Formula Red Line. Bring all your Monaco resident friends to F1 Grandstand. Especially if the Formula One drivers, get them on it. You're very welcome here, buddy. You're in the right community, trust me. Yeah, Paolo says, no, I don't think Ferrari's slowing Lewis Hamilton down. I don't either. I just don't think they would. I think the FIA have got Norris in the pits. About time. 29 laps on that rubber. Formula Red Line's also a content creator. Brilliant. It's a hard job, isn't it? Dupe Van Twel. Did I say that right? Dupe Van Twel. Duke Van Tool, is that right? Tell me if I'm right. Hey there, welcome to the show. Oh, Mango Man, he's changed his name so I can read it. I see, Mango Man, brilliant. Gisette says Norris is boring. Everett, mate, I'm from Turkey. Next year we're in the grid. Yeah, Turkish Grand Prix is coming. Istanbul. The track looks cool. Oh, got it right, Dupe. Thank you. Horrible pit stop for Norris. Reese Cup says absolutely right. Leclerc's on the radio. The first second gear is so bad. Out of one. It's so bad, so harsh. Leclerc complaining of his gear transition from Gear 1 to Gear 2. Smash those likes, people. We're at 189. We've got a goal. We want to get to over 200. Are you going to help us get there? Let's freaking go. Lap 31 of a 44-lap race. Let's get those likes up, people. Got some rookie numbers there with a 190. Antonelli. 1.4 seconds now between Antonelli and Leclerc. We will see a battle for P1 in the coming laps before the end of this race. I promise you that. Can Leclerc hold him off? Is this going to be another win for Leclerc? Can Antonelli, though, just find his groove and find a way past? It's all good and well. Catching him, you got to pass him. Hamilton running P5 at the moment. Damon Swoop says it's hammer time. Gisette says Norris on the mediums. It's going to be good for that. It should be quicker. The next race, Evrenmir, is Hungarian Grand Prix at the Hungaroring next weekend. And of course, we've got you covered. We've got every session. Practice, qualifying, race. We got you. Brandon's in the house. Brandon Pretlow. Thanks for the updates. Stuck in Mexico with no VPN. See you on my lifeline. Brilliant. Even better than Apple TV broadcast. Yes, Brandon. I love that. I freaking love that. I'm glad we're keeping you up to date, mate. Jules said, is Stroll busy taking a toilet break? No, Stroll's out. They called him in. Problem with the car. Lance Stroll, out. I know it just says he's in pit, though, doesn't it? But he's retired. He has retired. Dylan's in the house. Dylan Jaseni says, hey, F1 Grandstand, who are you supporting in this 26 championship? Do you know what? I want Ferrari to win one. So Hamilton's my driver at the moment. I change. Look. I like Formula One as a sport. I love Formula One as a sport. But this year, after 20 years of not winning a championship, come on, man. I want it to be. I get excited by the racing, and I want Ferrari to be racing Mercedes, and I want it to be close. I'd love to see Hamilton win another world championship because I feel aggrieved about the fact that 2021 happened. I felt they stole a championship from him because of FIA interference. And I don't like that. I think Hamilton deserves one, so I would like to see him win one. But I do love watching Antonelli drive. I respect Max Verstappen. He's super quick. But I would like Ferrari to win one, right? It's about time, isn't it? I'd like to see Ferrari back at the front. Antonelli, for info, Leclerc's been squeezing cars outside of turn 5 when trying to pass. Yeah, he has, and he's been getting away with it. Leclerc squeezed Hamilton there and Piastri. Simbad said, does Hamilton's contract last longer than Leclerc's? No. Leclerc's contract could be in the 2030s. Hamilton's the end of 2028. That's our understanding. Yeah, Gisette. I think you're right. Actually, I got a couple from Gisette. Gisette, look, just a scratch, mate. Toughens them up. Exactly, Gisette. That's when we were talking about the minor damage to the car. Exactly. Kimi's going to make his move now. Gaining. He is as well. Where are we at? Wow. Just half a second now between Leclerc and Antonelli. I told you there was going to be a battle for P1. Here it is. It might even be this lap. Antonelli looking to find a way around. He's not going to make the move into turn 5, though. He's going to make the move now. Into turn 5. He's made it. He's made it stick. Antonelli passed Leclerc just before the entrance to turn 5. Good move from Antonelli. And he's already pulled out half a second gap on Leclerc. He is the faster car. Kimi Antonelli's been dominant all weekend. He's made it that time well. And now he's put a good move on Leclerc. It's a good move. It's a good, clean move from Kimi Antonelli. Leclerc really couldn't defend that. Tiffany, very happy about that. Supporting Antonelli today. And why not? If you're an Antonelli fan, Antonelli's done very well. He's been dominant in qualifying. He qualified pole. He responded well after the Ferraris overcut him because of the safety car pit stop. So yes, Kimi Antonelli earning his win today if he stays like that. But there's still 10 laps left where we could see a safety car. We could see an incident. There could still be more drama before the end of this Grand Prix. Peter Pan, I see you. Peter Pan says, Antonelli, World Driver Champion. I would say, if I'm a betting man, which I am, yeah, I'd put money on Antonelli this year. I think it'd be, look, George Russell DNF'd again. George Russell was closest. There was a 25-point gap between him and Antonelli. If Antonelli wins now, that's a 50-point gap between him and Russell. Verstappen, you know, yeah, I think Antonelli's running away with it. I think he's running away with it. Yeah. Allegrono Troppo says Kimi takes the lead. George cries again. Look, George Russell's had a. I mean, you can't blame him today. Like, George Russell is absolutely adamant that his car is slower than Kimi's. There's a problem with top end speed. He blamed that for his incident, which put him out of the race where Lewis Hamilton touched him. He even said on the team radio, I wouldn't be in this position if my car didn't have no top end. So yeah, George, he might turn out to be right. He might turn out to be right. Michael Tolhurst, I see you in the house. Yeah, Norris actually has Norris has driven a really good race. Started P13. He's up to P7. He's on the medium tyre. Can he catch Hadjar with... I mean, look, if it's the fact that Norris is scoring points, I think he'd be quite happy with. And he's been driving really well. Sean Hines in the house, just waking up in California. Hey, what did I miss? You've missed a lot, Sean Hines. Let me tell you, you've missed a great bloody deal. We had George Russell out lap 1 due to a contact with Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton then got a 5-second penalty, which I don't think should have been a penalty, in my opinion. After that, what else has really happened? That's been the big drama. Leclerc was leading the race for a while. Antonelli's just has taken P1. Leclerc trying to stay in contention within 1 second of him to try and mount a challenge with overtake mode. He just needs to stay within a second. Other drama, Verstappen running quite nicely in P3. Hamilton got some damage on his front wing. So he's struggling with a slightly damaged car. Just trying to bring it home. Stroll's out. Perez is out. Russell out. Mango Man says Albon got one cheer from Thailand here. Well, listen, Albon, I feel sorry for him. He's driving an absolute bag of spanners. That Williams car is terrible. I feel for him. I feel for Carlos Sainz. James Vowles has let both of his drivers down. Hasn't delivered on the car that he said he was going to bring them. And Albon, I like Albon. I like Carlos Sainz. Albon currently ahead of Carlos Sainz, running P15 and 16. But it's soul destroying for drivers to be running down there. After finishing P5 in the Constructors last year, they all expected more. Demanded more. Mike Macklefresh in the house. I see you. Yeah, Gisette says, what's happened to Max's pace? He was up there. Well, let's look at the age of his tyres. I think his tyres are older than most. His tyres are on lap 9. Well, actually, not really. His tyres are lap 19. Anthony's on lap 18. Yeah, Verstappen, he's lost a bit of pace, hasn't he? Morkel. I see you. This is interesting. Listen, if you're brand new, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Get in the chat. Any new names I've seen there, I'm going to give a shout out. Get in the chat, say hello. We have live news every day, by the way, where as a community, we react to the Formula 1 news. We comment on it, we react to it, we debate it. Yeah, they become talking points. We do that every night, 7:30 UK time only tonight because of the World Cup. We'll be back at 7 o'clock for your full Grand Prix reaction and Formula 1 news. But we do that every day. Also, we have breaking news throughout the day and driver market news. And this community, I promise you, the best F1 community on YouTube, on the internet. Super friendly, whether you're an OG and you know everything about Formula 1 or you're brand new to Formula 1, you're very, very welcome here. Subscribe to the channel, come and get involved. Just say hello in the chat. And if I see your name, I'm going to shout you out. Hamilton's in within a second now of Piastri. So I want you to get in the chat, everybody. I want you to tell me who is your vote for driver of the weekend and dipstick of the weekend. I want to get a consensus. I'm trying to think who's done badly this weekend. Russell, is he dipstick of the weekend? Should we do a poll? Okay, pick 4 drivers for driver of the weekend and I'll run a poll. Which 4 drivers should we have as in contention, or 3 drivers for driver of the weekend? Let me know in the chat. And we'll run a poll. Leclerc's doing really well. I think Leclerc's in contention of driver of the weekend. Norris, driver of the weekend, he's got to be in there. Dipstick, George. Kimi's had a great weekend from start to finish. Ever since free practice 2, Kimi has been top. Stroll the best. FIA, dipstick of the weekend. Lance Stroll for Damon. Norris, votes for Norris. Alonso for dipstick. Flashy Kiyama, you're saying Alonso for dipstick? Really? Kieran City, Norris, Kimi, Max and Leclerc. All good choices, actually. Bortoletto's got to be in the mix as well. He's running P8. He's having a stunning drive in the Audi. Leclerc, driver of the day. Okay. Hadjar up to P6 from the back of the grid as well. Got to be considered. I mean, you could argue that's a far better drive than Norris. Isn't it? And Hadjar, I mean, he's on... Hadjar's going to go to the end of the race on these tyres. And he's going to... I mean... You have to say Hadjar is got to be ahead of Norris for driver of the day. All right. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay. And remember, it's not just today. We do drive of the weekend. Factor in every session. I'm gonna put them up now. So these are your options coming in. And I think these are good options. I think it's fair. I'm not just being biased here. I think these are fair. Right. Driver of the weekend. Factor in the whole weekend. And I've narrowed it. We can only have 4 options. These are our 4 options. But I do think they're fair. I think Hadjar to be running P6 from the back of the grid. Antonelli, obviously, got a brilliant weekend. Norris has had a good one. Leclerc has done a great job in the Ferrari. Out-qualified Lewis. And now he's running P2 in a Ferrari, which, you know, I think they're good choices. All have done exceptionally well. So get in the chat. Tell me, and factor in the entire weekend. I can't put Hamilton in as driver of the weekend. I think Leclerc has done a better job. I think Hamilton's been unlucky. But I think, look, and Hamilton's like, you know, one of my favourite drivers. I don't think he makes it into the driver of the weekend conversation. He has just got past Piastri, though. It moves up to P4. Hamilton passes Oscar Piastri and moves up to P4 with a damaged Ferrari. Just as I was saying it. Hamilton, that's a good move from Hamilton. To bring that car home P4 is a good result. But you got to get in. Hadjar, I think, listen, if it's me, I do like to give it a driver who has come from the back of the grid. And Hadjar has gone from the back of the grid to P6. Surely he's driver of the weekend, no? Hamilton did the penalty as well. I agree. Yeah, he's done his penalty, Pink Blood. He served the penalty in his last pit stop. Hack. Glimgrill, deferred. Do we get candy floss? I don't know what that means. Oh, yeah, the game cat. Hadjar also was giving Verstappen a toe in qualifying. Hadjar's got to be. I understand why. Hadjar's got to be in the conversation for driver of the weekend. He's done good work all weekend. Yeah, Gisette says Hamilton more like survivor of the weekend. Hell yeah, I think he'd take P4. Oh, so Piastri's getting the message that Hamilton's still under investigation for unsafe release from the pits, and it could be a 5-second penalty added on to Hamilton after the race. Could you imagine that? If they give Hamilton another penalty, he's just put a good move on Piastri, though. His on-track position is P4. I don't think he should have got a 5-second penalty for his collision with Woody. I mean, do you really think he deserved that penalty? But if you're just watching right now for the first time, we do have a poll running, and it is our version, the F1 Grandstand, driver of the weekend. Your choices right now are Hadjar, Antonelli, Norris, and Leclerc. Right now, Hadjar has 35% of the vote, Antonelli 28% of the vote, Norris 13% of the vote, and Leclerc 24% of the vote. Come and get involved. Get your votes in. All you got to do is, oh, by the way, subscribe to the channel, get in the chat, get your votes in. Antonelli's only 1.8 seconds ahead of Leclerc now, who is 9 seconds ahead of Verstappen. Hamilton 3.6 seconds behind. I don't think these positions are going to change. Yeah, Ron Real says Hamilton gets shafted of the day reward. Yeah, Foxy Videos, I see you. Or, sorry, not Foxy. Fowie Videos, I see you in the chat. Well done, buddy. Piastri's lost a position. He has. Hamilton took that place off Piastri just that last lap. Yeah, Antonelli's going to win this. Just a couple of laps left. You just got to bring it home. You just got to tap it in. Tap, tap, tap it in. I think Hamilton's going to try and pull out a 5-second lead over Piastri. He's got 2 seconds on him now. Hamilton trying to pull out a 5-second gap just in case he gets shafted after the race for that unsafe release. Wow. Norris trying to hunt down Hadjar here. Piastri trying to hunt down Hamilton. Charles Leclerc, 2.1 seconds behind Antonelli. I don't think he's going to be challenging Antonelli before the end of this race. Antonelli just needs to bring the car home. 3 laps. What it is. Hamilton, you're gaining 2 or 3 tenths per lap on Max. Difficult but possible. Hamilton. 2 laps to go. Yeah, K Is that K-Beck? K-Beck J? Antonelli is on another level. He's been on another level all weekend, hasn't he? He's been dominant since practice too. Top of the charts, top of the tables every single session. Pole. He's going to win this race. He was fastest in P2, fastest in P3. Yeah, Mike McElfresh says, Kimi is the real deal. He is, isn't he? He's the real deal. Cam Rock says there's 0 unsafe releases. Ron Real says Russell needs a double portion of goulash soup next week. Well, listen, next week we're coming to Hungary, baby. Hungarian Grand Prix race weekend. It's a great track. Unforgiving, the walls are close, but it's a good track. The Hungaro Ring. It's going to be good. Of course, we've got all of our race weekend watch-alongs. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you come and join us for more of this. If you've enjoyed yourself, do smash a like on the video. But do come and join us next race weekend. And between now and then, we've still got you covered. News, live news, every day, every night, 7:30. UK time, plus breaking news and driver market news. So we've got you covered between now and then. We can keep you excited and motivated, loving the sport that we all love together. And we'll be back next weekend for that. So do make sure you subscribe and come and be part of it and join us again. Lap 43 now. Kimi Antonelli running P1. Leclerc running P2. Yes, Gisette. Kudos to the young gun Lindblad. He dropped off a little bit halfway through the Grand Prix, but to be P9, it's a great result for him. Scoring points. He will be disappointed, Arvid Lindblad, I'll tell you now. Last lap now. Kimi Antonelli. Lap 44. 2.4 seconds ahead of Leclerc. Verstappen. Right now, Antonelli, Leclerc and Verstappen is your podium. Hamilton. 2.5 seconds ahead of Piastri. He wanted that to be 5 seconds, I'm sure. With this penalty looming over him for the unsafe release. Apparently, that's what they're investigating. But give Hamilton another penalty for that, I think. Crazy talk. Crazy talk. Garla Magosi in the house. As someone from Kimi City, I'm biased because like we're allowed to have your favourites. Of course you are. Of course you are. Nothing wrong with that. Simbad says Lindblad will be a driver who will create a buzz. Just need to be sure he has security in a team. Watch this space. Lindblad, one of my favourites. I love the fact he's come through so hard this year. Brilliant rookie. Only rookie on the grid this year. Done brilliantly well. Antonelli, just got to bring it home, baby. It's a tap in now. Don't forget, get your votes in for our poll. Driver of the weekend. Get your... Oh, it's so close. Hadjar and Antonelli both on 31% of the vote. You still got time to change it. You still got time to get your votes in. Who is your driver of the weekend? Get those votes in now. It's very close. Lindblad and Antonelli. And there's the checker flag. Antonelli is your race winner. Leclerc bringing it home. P2. Max Verstappen. He'll be happy with this. P3 for Max Verstappen. He'll be happy with a podium. I mean, he's never happy with a podium, but for what the car actually is and where the car is, it's a good result. Hamilton, P4. I think he'll take that as well. Hadjar, P6. It's a fantastic drive from Hadjar. Starting from the back of the grid to bring that Red Bull home. P6 to score good points for him. Good points for the team. Norris, P7. Race winner, Kimi Antonelli. Let's go, says Kimi. No, he's done a great job, man. He's done a great job. Really has. Bortoletto, good job, lad. Audi home in P8, scoring points today. Good points for Audi. Just behind Norris. You've got to be happy with that. Audi, officially, best of the rest. P8. P9, Arvid Lindblad in the Racing Bulls. Great drive from him. Colapinto, the last of the point scorers. P10. Outperformed his teammate today. Important for Colapinto to do that. Gasly could only manage P11. Lawson, P12. Hulkenberg, P13. I think Hulkenberg, he said this weekend that my seat's not up for grabs. I have a contract. I will be racing for Audi in 27. Not if you keep finishing 5 places behind Bortoletto, you will. Not at all. Hulkenberg, P13, will not be happy with that. Behrman, 14. Albon, 15. Sainz, 16. Ocon, again, P17. But again, his seat must be under threat. Finishing behind Behrman yet again. Bottas, P18. Alonso, as always, even though he's 3 laps down, he manages to bring the Aston Martin home, collecting data for the team. Lance Stroll, on the other hand, again, doesn't finish. DNF for Stroll. Perez, and as we saw, George Russell out on lap 1 with that collision with Lewis Hamilton. What a race! I thought it was a great race, actually. Interesting. Lando gets the most purple. He does, actually. Lando, best lap of the race with a 1:48. Oh, yeah, we need to resolve that. Don't go anywhere. Fastest lap times, and then we'll close this poll as well, which is driver of the weekend. First of all, fastest lap of the race, Lando Norris with a 1:48.890. Was I closest? I had a 1:48.219. Did anybody get 1:48.890? Tell me in the chat. I will be checking, so don't lie. This is an honesty box. And who wins? Our driver of the weekend poll. You're not going to believe this. The driver of the weekend poll. Here's your results. Results coming in. Kimi Antonelli wins the driver of the weekend poll with 33% of the vote. Hadjar got 29% of the vote. Leclerc got 27% of the vote. Norris 11% of the vote. Now, come on. Antonelli has done brilliantly, but Hadjar from the back of the grid to P6. Antonelli wins it, though. We've got to go. The F1 Grandstand community has decided. That's how it goes. Congratulations to Kimi Antonelli. Brilliant. And you know what? Special mentions. Lewis Hamilton damaged his car twice. Once in P3, where they had to rebuild his car for qualifying. And then with his collision with Woody, he had to drive. It was a tough race for Hamilton to drive with a car like that. What? It's been good. What a brilliant watch along, right? Hasn't it been good? Kimi Antonelli, another win for him. That's a 50-point swing between him and George Russell. It's a 25-point swing. Kimi Antonelli had a 25-point lead against George Russell. George Russell DNFs. Kimi wins. Kimi Antonelli now has a 50-point lead over Kimi Antonelli right now. Yeah, it's a mugs game. Antonelli is expected. Hadjar is actually P3. How's that? How is Hadjar P3? What do you mean? Sean Meat says Hadjar driver of the day. Kimi driver of the weekend. Yeah, listen, Hadjar was brilliant this weekend. Because he got to factor in, he gave Max that toe as well to help Max get to qualifying. Look, do you know what? When we do the official, this poll was to take the temperature. Tonight, it's 7 o'clock when we're back with the Formula 1 news and the Grand Prix reaction. It's 7 o'clock tonight. We'll see who wins driver of the weekend and who will win dipstick of the weekend. It will be revealed tonight. We will decide it tonight on tonight's live show at 7 o'clock. What time is it now? 3:30. So yeah, do set your alarms. I'm coming back 7 o'clock tonight for full reaction to the race. Formula 1 news as well. And yeah, we'll be deciding dipstick of the weekend and driver of the weekend on the live show. Thank you so much. Greg, deep in the house. Terrible day for Lewis. It was. It truly was. Not ideal. Not ideal. So yeah, all coming back. We're back again later tonight. 7 o'clock. Come and join me. 7 o'clock for your live news, your Grand Prix reaction. We'll leave it a few hours because I'm going to try and get all of the reaction from the drivers, all the reaction from the teams, and the news bulletins as well. So I'll see you all a little bit later, 7 o'clock UK time for our live show. Great. So good to see so many of you in the chat today. So good to see so many new members of the community. And so good. Thank you so much for all your super chats. Tonight's show is going to be a good one. Trust me. Come back 7 o'clock live. It's a different format. I think you'll like it if you're new to the channel. I will see you all then. Thank you so much. I'll see you in a few hours time. Ta-ta.